Okay, so what is your business hedgehog? How do you find it? Well, you know what the business hedgehog is. It's the monetization of your passion and talent. What you're really passionate about, where you have the ability to be world class, the monetization of that through an economic driver, typically articulated as a economic denominator, profit per something. And as I run through this, I'm going to use my own company, Strategic Focus, as a working example for you. I recommend that you refer to the blog that's attached to this video log. You'll see it's got the same title as the video, and in there you'll find all the text and all the tools and techniques around this. In this video, I'm just going to touch on them briefly. So, in the area of passion, what are the key issues? Well, the first question to ask yourself is, actually, what are you passionate about? Can you articulate, can you identify a passion? In our company, we say that we eat, sleep and breathe human and business performance improvement. We want our clients to be all they can be. And in fact, at a personal level, I feel this passion for everybody I meet. I want them to be all they can be. And that's articulated through our business. Second one, what are your core values? And these aren't soft, flaky statements. These are hard-edged things like keep it simple. Pragmatism, only do what works and gives a fair return to everybody. Tenacity, reliability, responsibility, and so on. Key values, key operating principles. Can you articulate those? What's your core purpose? Your reason for being? Like, why do you exist? Why does the company exist? In Strategic Focus, we say that our core purpose, the reason we exist, is to support entrepreneurial people, business leaders, business owners, and their teams as they develop themselves and grow their businesses. Why do you exist? What's your brand ideal? What's your brand promise? Our brand ideal is we do growth for entrepreneurial people. Our brand promise is we do this through clarity, strategy, and action. We bring best tools, best techniques, and so on to people. So can you identify your brand ideal and your brand promise? And the last one is, can you identify your BHAG? Some big, hairy, audacious goal. Something that is ambitious, that's daring, that will inspire you to grow and build your business. So those 6 exercises are worth doing, and those alone will give you a good insight into what you are really, really passionate about. Again, I recommend that you do them as individuals first, then come together as a team, look at what everybody's done, brainstorm around that with no criticism, no judgment, just brainstorm, get it all up there, and then try and narrow it all down and develop a consensus on what your passion is. We've looked at passion, let's look at talent. When we're talking about talent here, we're talking about being best in the world at. We're not talking about aspiration or intention. We're talking about confronting reality and asking yourself the hard question, what actually can we be the best at? It's not a goal, it's not a plan, it's not a strategy. It's a statement of fact. And equally important, what do we feel we cannot be best at? I mean, look at what you're doing right now and ask yourself the question. Look what you could be doing, what you should be doing, and ask yourself the question. Another great question to ask yourself is, what do we do particularly well in the company, as individuals and as a company? So what talent do you have as a team? What are the team really, really good at? And what's the company do really, really well? And another is, you can ask your clients, what feedback do you get from your customers? What do they say about your business? What do they say you do really, really well? What inspires them? What are they very, very happy with? And if you don't know, ask them. The economic driver is about discovering the single denominator, the thing that gives you profits while allowing you to pursue your passions. It's what drives your economic engine, what your business model is. It's profit per what. And I think a good way to think about this is to imagine a number that could help you determine where to apply resources, that could tell you whether you're trending forwards or backwards, that could tell you precisely how to drive your business forward, that could be a rallying call for the team. Imagine one ratio, one figure, or one something that if everybody in the company knew what they said, this is the one thing we have to do, profit per this or this per this, whatever it is. That's what we're talking about when we talk about an economic driver. Most people don't do this exercise because this is an exercise that's very, very difficult to determine. Often the economic denominator can be very, very subtle, can't be evident. So it takes work, it takes intellectual effort to identify what it is. And once you've discovered what it is, sticking with it requires discipline. In Jim Collins' Good to Great, he talks about disciplined people, disciplined thinking, and disciplined action. Nowhere it is more important and nowhere is it more difficult than in the economic denominator. What happens next? How you put it all together. So, pulling it all together. What you need to do is this. Each individual in the team goes away and does the exercises. When they've done the exercises personally as best they can, you come together, you share the information. You review the information, you discuss the information, understand what the various people are saying. When you've done that, you get out the whiteboard and you brainstorm. No criticism, no judgment. Every idea gets up there. And when you have everything up on the whiteboard, then you start the distillation process of putting it down into your 3 circles and trying to articulate what the passion is, where the ability to be world class is, the best is, and what the economic driver articulating as an economic denominator is. That's what you do. When you've done that exercise, of course, then you ask us the hard questions. What people, what markets, what products, what services, what opportunities, what agreements should we discontinue? What products, what services, what markets, what opportunities should we be exploring? What should we be getting into? And you try and narrow down the focus of the company on the core things that are your future, that are sustainable, that you can build on, and that allow you, as we said in the beginning, that allow you to build economic success while pursuing your passion.